India's IndiGo, one of the best budget airlines in the world, introduced the business class, and guess what? It sucks. Arrogant crew, lack of cabin safety, no meal choices, and no enforcement of ground benefits. The new stretch cabin is an insult to business travel. So please join me on a trip from Chennai all the way to Delhi and let me know what you think of this soulless product. If you're new to the channel, my name is Josh Cahill, a multi-award winning aviation YouTuber with over 500 million views, and I love to hold airlines accountable for the promises they make. My favorite hobby? Featuring unique airlines from all over the world. I organized Afghanistan's first all-female flight, and I'm also proudly banned from Qatar Airways. If something was consistent on my channel, it was my love for IndiGo Airlines. Over all these years, I always praised them as one of the best budget airlines the world has ever seen. Great product, excellent crew, on-time performance, and they even make an all-economy class Boeing 777 fun to fly with. So I was overly excited to see how their newly introduced business class would perform. Alone in the past 2 years, I had 26 million Indians watch my reviews, and many of them asked me to give this new cabin a try. So here I am today, heading to Chennai's airport to check in for my flight on IndiGo Stretch.
So guys, and here we are, the beautiful Indian flag in the background, flying IndiGo Stretch today. Very excited to see what their new business class product is all about. So now let's check in. We're here in Chennai, domestic terminal. And to be quite frank with you, Chennai is one of the worst airports in the world. Let's go. Hi, how are you? Can I check in for my flight to Delhi? Delhi.
Is it a fast forward ticket, sir?
Is it what?
Is it a priority ticket?
Stretch.
Stretch,
Yeah. I couldn't find a ticket, but I have the PNR there. Is the flight full? Yeah. So the seat next to me is still like free, or is there someone sitting there?
Let me check.
Yeah.
The first time flying to India?
No, I come here all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw you right over there taking pictures of.
Oh no! I was just excited trying the new stretch.
Oh, this is the first time you are using the stretch cabin? Or?
Yeah. I had a couple of times. I flew with IndiGo, and so.
Good to your liking?
We'll find out. I'll let you know. But the check-in experience has been very good so far. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Huh?
Can we together take
Yeah, sure. Of course we can. Yeah. Yes, of course. Thank you very much.
Gate number will be gate number 7, sir.
Gate number 7.
Right after clear the security check, you can take the left-hand side. This is
All
gate
right.
number 7.
Okay, perfect. And how do I pronounce your name?
Ashreya.
Ashreya. Thanks for being kind. I appreciate that, huh? And have a lovely day, hey? Bye-bye.
Good customer, thank you.
Damn, that was a world-class check-in experience. Kind, friendly, lovely service. So if that attitude continues throughout the entire flight, I think we're going to be a very happy customer by the end of the day. Now let's head to the gate.
As an IndiGo Stretch passenger, you don't get lounge access or fast track, and you're supposed to get priority boarding. However, none of this is being enforced on the ground, and everything is just a big mess. If you offer a service and make people pay for it, you should make sure you do. I tried to make my way through the crowd, but it certainly wasn't an easy task.
So, a bit of a hectic experience with lines and queuing up. It's not really an Indian trade. However, kind of made my way through the crowd, and now we're going to board this brand new 321 long range Neo to Delhi. Hi, how are you? So guys, and here we are. Welcome on board IndiGo Stretch. 12 seats here in a 2-2 configuration. And my first impression, apart from the blasting boarding music, it is actually a pretty slick product. As mentioned, this plane is like brand new. It's clean, it's tidy, it's lovely. Legroom is amazing, and so the quality of the seat is actually pretty impressive. Yeah, really looking forward actually what the service is like, how they're going to handle it, because IndiGo IndiGo is a budget airline, right? And when a budget airline introduces business class, it always comes with a little bit of struggle. People might have wrong expectations. But yeah, we'll see how this is going to materialize today on this flight to Delhi. 2.5 hours to give this one absolute comprehensive review.
To help us get going, please keep your large bags in the overhead bin above and small.
And as a pre-departure drink, everyone is given a bottle of water.
While the hard product looks impressive, the soft product was terrifying. The crew had such a bad attitude and they acted like wannabe Bollywood princesses. No smiles, no nothing, just trying to practice their catwalk skills down the aisle. I feel like they think they don't get paid enough to offer any service beyond the budget experience they usually provide, and that was already a big no for me.
So let's see what the recline is like here on IndiGo stretch. Not bad. But then you literally recline into the economy class behind you. So I'm not sure how they feel about it. So let's go upright again.
Shortly after takeoff, the crew would come and explain that you really don't have a choice, but you need to eat what we offer, or you will be hungry, or you pay for what you really want to eat. Given the huge price tag of 25,000 rupees, that is what you call daylight robbery.
Oh, no. I was wondering, could you top that up? So guys, good 20 minutes into the flight, I have a lunchbox sitting right in front of me, as well as a menu. So there's no hot meals when you fly IndiGo stretch, but let's see what's inside. I also got a cappuccino, looks really lovely. I also love the design of the box. There's the Hora Bridge on there in Calcutta, Taj Mahal, all the sites here in India. There we go. We have a nut case. Very interesting. So I guess we just have some nuts inside there. There is a cinnamon roll. Unfortunately, just a vegetarian meal. So a beetroot roll. If there's one vegetable I can't stand, it's beetroot. So I won't have the wrap, but probably just gonna have the dessert. But yeah, this is what the menu looked like. So I don't know really what to make of it. I think it would be a lot nicer if there was a hot meal served, or I don't know, cup noodles at least. At least have some choice. Yeah, a little underwhelming to be honest, but let's give it a try. So the service and dining experience left a lot to be desired here on IndiGo stretch. It's pretty much take it or bad luck, a bit more flexibility. You know, hey, he doesn't like beetroot, paid a lot of money for that ticket. Maybe alternatively, you can offer him something else, some cup noodles, but yeah, not even trying. So yeah, I guess for a product like this, I think it needs to be a bit more defined. You know, you gotta create some option to the liking of the majority of the passengers. So yeah, it's actually quite interesting that the passengers sitting right behind me, the first row in economy class, they actually got much nicer lunch boxes than I did. Yeah, it looks a lot better than what I received here in business class. Excuse me. So like, do you have like a menu for those snacks that you sell by any chance? It's in there?
As I'm not part of the 20% of vegetarians in the world, I was still quite hungry. I had no choice but to actually purchase a meal, in that case some cup noodles. I just feel like this whole business class venture creates more frustration than joy.
So I'm trying to explain this a little bit from a customer point of view. So you pay a lot of money, $250 to fly IndiGo stretch, business class. You get a beautiful seat, nice leg room, very lovely. I mean, there's no in-flight entertainment as such. It's just a bit more comfortable way to travel. And then you get a meal box with a very specific meal, vegetarian, I mean, fine, a beetroot wrap,
once again, very specific, and if you don't like it, bad luck, you know. So in terms of service recovery, if I was a cabin manager and see, hey, he doesn't like it, you just cleared it, it's not none of their concern, they don't care. They served it, they cleared it, their job is done. Fine, totally cool. But then they wanted to charge me for the cup noodles and the water. I mean, I was willing to. That's really cool. I mean, these cup noodles, they cost you $1 in terms of revenue. And like, in terms of service recovery or wanting to have a customer leave with a happy face and maybe recommend the IndiGo stretch, I would have expected them to maybe offer a snack or something like, hey sir, so you didn't like the wrap, is there anything else that we can do for you? And then in her head, because he paid so much money, can we offer you some noodles alternatively or any other snack? That would have been the right way to do. I don't know what the policy is with IndiGo. Maybe they shouldn't be doing this or they're very strict on it, but in the end it doesn't cost you much and somebody's going to be very happy flying IndiGo again. Why not introduce some choice, you know, make it more convenient for your customer instead of having only a vegetarian meal? I don't know, that's just how I look at things, but just a few ideas, you know. I'm sure someone from IndiGo will be watching this. So yeah, give your customer the feeling that he's appreciated and that you go out of your way to accommodate not even his requests. I didn't even ask for anything. Just make sure that they're looked after, you know, that they're happy, that they get something for their money in return. Anyways, let's talk about something positive about IndiGo. The loo was in fabulous conditions on today's flight. Better than nothing. So we just started our descent into Delhi, and to give you a short summary, this product has no soul. It is not defined. It is just not worth the money. Also the crew, besides from the cabin manager, awful attitude. As you can see, never bothered to collect any trash, never smiled, never really bothered to do anything. It was, from a customer experience, rather disappointing. So if you have the money to spend and you want to fly business class, this is not a competitive product yet. Because for the same money, if you look at the competition that is flying domestically, you get so much more on Air India. But yeah, I do think the crew needs a lot of training. I mean, it's a great example. Walked past here a couple of times, does not bother to pick up their trash. Also, nobody of the crew was interested in my feedback or any passenger's feedback. It's a new product. You want to hear what people think about it, right? What suggestions they have, what they didn't like, what they did like. This is how you grow then as an airline, and this is how you can really master this product. So all these kind of things are all missing here. We then landed in Delhi, and it was really concerning to see that the crew never bothered to secure the cabin for landing. Seats remained reclined, passenger kept big bags on their seats, and they never checked on seat belts either. That's fairly disappointing.
The arrival hall.
So guys, here we are. Welcome back to Delhi. Ground experience in Chennai, fantastic. The individual that checked me in, absolute brand ambassador for IndiGo. She definitely deserves a bonus. But this is where the professionalism stopped. As soon as I got on board, I was encountered with not brand ambassadors, but with girls that have a terrible attitude and that give IndiGo a bad name. So lazy, not willing to go the extra mile, not passionate, not interested to create an experience for the passenger. And then where I draw the line is safety. 2 weeks ago, over 300 people died in Ahmedabad because of an airplane crash. and this is at a time where you should double check everything, and not securing the cabin for landing is really something unacceptable. And I really hope that someone from IndiGo sees that. Usually they do. They have reached out to me before. They're usually pretty good with feedback. So those people, those individuals that have been operating today's flight, they definitely need to have a refresher course. And I think they need to be reminded that they're getting paid to create a great picture of IndiGo, and they absolutely failed on that contract that they signed. So in your interest, in the interest of the flyers that demand that safety is taken care of, that you get something for your money in return as well, I think you really need to take action there. But this is it, guys, from my side. My next flight is Nepal Airlines tomorrow. And then I'll be flying through, then I'll be going to Lukla, another exciting adventure. So yeah, hit that subscribe button right now. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of IndiGo Stretch and of today's flight. And if you want to have some extra perks, check out my Patreon. The link is in the description box below. This is it from my side. Now I can't wait to hear your feedback. See you next week again.